Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to jump right in here to Mines of Dalarnia and kind of see where it's at and what's going on here. This isn't an I told you so, even though I did expect the price to come down to at least 0.5 in Fibonacci. It went way past that, so it's totally all good. Again, we're just going to go ahead and see what potential is for next and obviously see if there's any further retracement that we should anticipate. Not a financial advisor. Hope you can learn something here today. And obviously, if you do, comment below, let me know. And if you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is his website. Link in the description below. I do offer discounts, of course, for military and third world countries. So be sure to message me if you'd like regarding information on that. But really cool experience. I have a lot of awesome, amazing community members, and it's just a cool experience. We get to learn and grow together. Very, very much a great time. So take a look here at Dalarnia. Big picture. Obviously got damaged yesterday and the day before. Now, this is likely a fundamental type of catalyst. Once again, I don't know the specifics. I think there was some type of release, obviously on the exchange or the service itself, probably more so based on the gaming token itself. But with the price increasing as strong as it did on day one, that was kind of a cause for concern. I did mention to, pump the brakes, take some profits while you still can. It pumped up even harder the day after, hit that second Fibonacci retracement level of basically $2.20. And then what we do is we go ahead and take another look here at the retracement, and we can see the last 2 days, we got a pretty significant decrease in value, about a 50% correction. Now, a lot of that is stemmed from Bitcoin correcting itself by a massive amount, or at least losing potential, breaking that descending trend line and continuing further down lower. In fact, we got a lot of shorts recently in our community, and we actually did very well. And with Bitcoin being on the downside here, unfortunately, Dalarnia got caught in the crossfire. It ramped up way too hard, way too fast, and of course, inevitably got hit. So just keep in mind there's a myriad of different things that factor in, but when you see this kind of increase, always exercise caution and anticipate taking profits, because if you don't, then the whales certainly will. And I can assure you that most of this selling yesterday, the selling pressure, wasn't people like you and me. It was those that have a large amount of available cash, perhaps even those who yeah, I'm not going to speculate, but you get what I'm saying here. It's definitely something that you got to be aware of here, because we're kind of on our own here. We're small fish in a big pond, or in an ocean, so to speak, and we got to respect the fact that whales are going to take their profits whenever they want, and oftentimes when it's overextended like this, that's when they do it. But here's a key takeaway here. We're still above the 50-day SMA, right? Nice little consolation. We are kind of averaging our price out right around 122, and you can see that's kind of a Fibonacci retracement level. Previous resistance, so it could potentially work as a resistance here today. We want to get a candlestick close above that, I think would be advantageous, and we can kind of go from there. But simply put, this is kind of standard stuff here for coins like this that ramp up that quick. Right, so again, 8 hours, like a 40% increase, that's going to get corrected. Regardless, taking a look here at the moving averages, we can see we're averaging out really nice here. So the price, yes, it went up and came back down, but did inevitably finish and kind of consolidate here at both moving averages. That tells us the price is likely unwilling to go lower than 113. Okay. We also can see that on the RSI on the 4 hour, we're kind of stuck under 50 tentatively. So until we can break cleanly above 122, we're going to still be stuck there for the moment. And once again, this is just, again, not a I told you so, but in general, when you see an RSI up over 70, as I mentioned before, it'll oftentimes correct itself very hard. Okay. So just keep in mind, RSI up over 70 on the 4 hour is kind of a red flag. Oftentimes it should work as a support and resistance level, and it didn't. It just blasted straight through, didn't even care, and in turn came right back down. Okay. Now granted, if Bitcoin hadn't done what it did yesterday and the day before, we probably wouldn't have seen this large of a correction either. It probably would have came down to about the 0.5 mark and held right here, but we had another strong sell-off from Bitcoin, and it pushed the price action further. That's another reason why you got to be aware and mindful of how Bitcoin is behaving. So watch my other Bitcoin videos if you'd like to ensure I review it every single day, and understanding its direction is extremely helpful. Okay, and right now the overall trend from Bitcoin is down. So we just need to acknowledge the fact that that is the case, and it's unfortunate, but it is the way that it is until we can get confirmation it's broken to the upside. All right. Once again, that's kind of what we're looking at here. So take a look at the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and summarize and call it a day. We can see, of course, that we're down below, obviously, the cloud. We want to kind of continue to be cautious and careful between now and the time in which we potentially break back above. So the price just continues to progress upwards. We'll then naturally be back above the cloud, and that could give us a little more confidence in knowing that we're heading on the right side of tracks. But for right now, this is pretty much just telling us if we have a short position open, we'd want to consider closing our short position based on the lagging span here, intersecting with the price action. So again, all good stuff here for the cloud. I truly do think that, we should wait and be patient for confirmation. A lot of coins are like that right now. There's very few coins that are really giving us this potential breakout patterns. In fact, they're very few and far between right now. And a coin like this, you got to recognize, big picture, it's going to be susceptible to pumps and dumps. This isn't the first time it's happened. It pumped up pretty hard here previously and came right back down. This was a lot quicker than we had expected. But just keep in mind too, there's definitely a potential for the price to continue higher. Okay, so in other words, I do think that we could very well see this price slowly continue to progress upwards. It does look like it's hit its bottom, because if you see here, of course, we can see this strong support level here, right at about 61 cents that was unwilling to get broken. Okay, so now that we've broken that trend, we've essentially had a double bottom. There's a stronger likelihood of the price progressing higher from here and not retesting that level. Okay, so there's definitely some consolation here, but I would not expect the price to shoot up again strong like it did before, unless there's a specific fundamental catalyst. If it's just kind of standard TA without any specific spike, I would say the overall progression is going to go up from here. It's still showing higher highs and higher lows in the grand scheme of things, and we need to acknowledge that. So again, mostly positive here. I'm sorry if you got caught in the crossfire, you got in up here and now you're down here. That does happen, unfortunately, but once again, you see a significant surge. This is why I do not like pumps, or just more importantly, I do not like parabolic increases, because they come back down parabolically as well. We got to acknowledge that. All right, so just some friendly advice for the future. You see a price shoot up like this, it's typically almost always a trap. I guess you could argue the fact that previously when it did this, it continued higher. Yes, that's true, but the likelihood of a price action coming back down as quick as it did is greater based on how high it went up in the first place. Okay. All right. So again, just throwing it out there. I hope that makes sense to you. I just I hate to get these stories sometimes from my members, and they got wrecked on a lot of coins like this because of the simple fact that I wouldn't say that they got greedy. They just expected the price to continue to go higher, and I think we all can and should. But coins like this, when they reach a certain point and that they get to that overextended state, the pullback is almost always guaranteed, especially if we're in a bearish type of market with Bitcoin. Okay, so please understand, I have the best intentions for this, and I hope that you could have learned something here today. If so, comment below. If you want to become a better trader, once again, CryptoCache.tech is a site, link in the description below. I do offer discounts for military and, of course, third world countries. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a good one. Take care.